You need to consider the future and think, what might my life look like if I were caring for myself properly? Can you imagine yourself in 10 years if instead of avoiding the things you know you should do, you actually did them every single day? That's powerful. If you are moving forward in your life, there is some idea, mode of action, or habit you're so in love with you won't let go of it. The better ambitions have to do with the development of character and ability, rather than status and power. Status you can lose. You carry character with you wherever you go, and it allows you to prevail against adversity. Self-love is the only antidote to the chaos of existence. And if you don't love and care for yourself and your own needs, you will cause unnecessary suffering both for yourself and others. You should be better than you are, but it's not because you're worse than other people. It's because you're not everything you should be. Face the demands of life voluntarily. Respond to a challenge, instead of bracing for catastrophe. You can do an awful lot by writing down what happened to you and thinking it through. If you don't stand your ground, then all that happens is people push you backwards. And they will push you, and push you, and push you, until you fall off a cliff. If you fulfill your obligations every day, you don't need to worry about the future. So, listen to yourself and to those with whom you are speaking. Your wisdom then consists not of the knowledge you already have, but the continual search for knowledge, which is the highest form of wisdom. You cannot be protected from the things that frighten you and hurt you, but if you identify with the part of your being that is responsible for transformation, then you are always the equal, or more than the equal of the things that frighten you. It took untold generations to get you where you are. A little gratitude might be in order. If you're going to insist on bending the world to your way, you better have your reasons. The way that you make people resilient is by voluntarily exposing them to things that they are afraid of and that makes them uncomfortable. It is much better to make friends with what you do not know than with what you do know, as there is an infinite supply of the former but a finite stock of the latter. Once someone has spent enough time cultivating bad habits and biding their time, they are much diminished. Much of what they could have been has dissipated. And if you think tough men are dangerous, wait until you see what weak men are capable of. The secret to your existence is right in front of you. And it manifests itself as all those things you know you should do but you're avoiding. The truth is something that burns. It burns off dead wood, and people don't like having their dead wood burned off often because they're 95% dead wood. If you can't understand why someone is doing something, look at the consequences of their actions, whatever they might be, and then infer the motivation.